Hey YouTube, JP Dillon. This sad specimen we're looking at here is going to be our next restoration project, or should I say resurrection project. This is about a 1973 Sansui 5500. The camera really doesn't show it, but it's a wreck. I purchased this as part of a junk pile, really, and it's been sitting. It was actually, the owner of the lot that I bought it from said it was sitting in a flooded area. It had literally been sitting in water for probably a good couple days. You can see all the particle board and stuff that's flaking apart. I mean, it's a mess. Stuff is just flaking off here. There's all this nasty corrosion on all of the knobs and all of the trim pieces. And I haven't even opened it up. I haven't even turned it on. I basically just parked a bunch of fans in front of it, took it all apart, and just let it sit for about a week with fans on it, and then I let it bake in the sun for a day or two to make sure all of the moisture was out. So this is the day that we plug it in, and we turn it on and we see where we're at. And then I'm going to see if we can fix this thing and what's required to do so, and see if we can restore it. The top side of the case, other than that giant water stain there, is complete and intact. It's really kind of scary. If this thing's worth pursuing, maybe I'll clean it up a little bit, or maybe this will just become the shop receiver, who knows. But I know what you're all thinking. Just plug it in already and let's see what happens. So that I can do. Alright, so here it is all on the bench. Here's our fuzzy looking plug here. I've got the dim bulb tester and everything wired up. So let me give me a second here to plug this in. We've got a signal generator. Let's get our scope on the output here. You can see what it's doing. Sorry about the mess. Okay, so here's the moment of truth. Let's see here. Put it on tuner so we can see if the dial lights up or not. This knob is technically supposed to go here, but whatever. Let's flip the switch and see what happens. Wow. Okay, well the light bulb flashed brightly for a second there, so that just capacitor's charging up. All the dial lights still work. Cool. It's phono 1, phono 2, AM, FM, auxiliary. Okay, let's see if we get any signal. Not much. Let's try this here. 700 hertz. Okay, so we got one channel, kind of, sort of, and the other one's just noise. Interesting. Let's see if we can mess with some of the buttons here and make that come back. I can't believe this thing's actually working. That's crazy. There we go. Okay, so we got two. That reverse switch is all messed up. Loudness buttons. This has got speakers A, B, C, and D. They ain't all going to run at once. That would be crazy. So when you turn on A and B, it's still there. A and C, still there. That's weird. Normally it would cut off the sound or something. I can't see this thing possibly running 4 sets of speakers at once. It doesn't have that kind of amplifier. But it's actually alive. And so now we've got junk on the left channel. And the right channel is kind of bobbling around. Probably bad capacitors or something like that. We mess with the volume control, it helps it a little, but you can see, when you hold the camera still, the right channel is kind of bobbling up and down. It's not right now. If we move the tone controls, you see the left channel there go nuts. Bad capacitors. I am just utterly amazed. This thing was underwater for a couple of days. And yeah, I dried it out, but it actually, it kind of sort of works. You could actually, I mean, once you get the volume level set, you could probably play this thing. When you start to crank it up, the power, it gets pissed off when you crank it up. There might be something wrong in the driver stage. Let's just focus on one channel and see if it still does that. The left it seems to be okay with. The right side, there's something wrong in the right channel. See, when I crank it up, it starts drawing a shit ton of current. Or if I do that on the other channel, it doesn't. So something's wrong in the right amplifier. I'm pretty sure if I take it off the current limiter, it'll probably blow up. Probably some leaky part in the driver stage. But realistically, I mean, that's a good, let's see, 0.2 per division times 10, so 2 volts per division. So that's like 8 volts peak to peak there. 5 watts. Like I said, I mean, you can actually kind of sort of use it. Let's see if the AM radio responds. Dial pointer's a little slick. There's Kogo. It deflects on Kogo. Yeah, there's music there. Let's go to FM. Let's see. KGBQ is the strongest thing in San Diego. Let's turn off the muting. Where's the muting? Here we go. Not much of anything on FM. Let's pipe in my test signal at 98.5 there. Monaural. And that's supposed to be stereo right channel only. So the multiplexer doesn't work. And if we turn down, oh yeah, FM sensitivity is not there anymore. That's 30,000 microvolts going in. Granted, that's just from an antenna, but still, I can usually get a response from an FM tuner down to about 100 microvolts with just the open air antenna. So the FM radio on this is messed up. That could be a power supply thing too. But the AM works. I'm utterly amazed. This is really a testament to Sansui's build quality, because this thing was literally underwater for a couple days. All I had to do was dry it out. And yeah, it's got problems. It's got problems, but you can run it. And it plays in both channels. Look at that, I've got a left and I've got a right. That's something. So, yeah, we're going to try to restore this thing. It's probably going to take me a while based on everything else that's going on. But I want to pull it apart. We're going to address the amplifier. We're going to address the power supply, the radio, replace the bad caps. I'm probably not going to recap this thing. It just isn't worth that. I would just troubleshoot what's bad and replace it. Maybe find a correct selector knob for it. But holy crap, it works. That's crazy. Now, as far as the case, I'll probably clean this up best possible. I'm not going to go nuts on it like re-veneer it or anything, but I'll seal up the bottom. We'll get some filler to fill in the dead spots here, and then sand this all down, stain it, and reseal it, and it should probably look pretty good. I mean, as far as all of the nasty corrosion here, I might be able to get rid of most of that. Sink these knobs in some CLR or something to get rid of the pitting. But just wow, man. It runs. So more on this as time allows. That's really cool. This thing actually, and the lamps are all alive too, which is incredible. This thing's a trooper. I think there's no undue heat or anything from the top or the transformer or anything like that. It only gets pissed off when you crank up the right channel. You crank up the right channel, it doesn't like that. It doesn't like that at all. Left side doesn't seem to mind so much. It's just that right channel. So something's going on in the right channel. Well, anyways. Just thought y'all might like to see that one. I kind of like this series, so we're definitely going to fix this one up and see where it goes. So you'll see a bunch of multi-parts about this one. Again, as time progresses, I just got so much stuff going on. It's nuts right now. Just had the transmission in the Jeep blow up, so that's got to save money for that. And I got other things going on in the repair land, so more of these as time permits. But thanks for watching the video. I'll bring more as I get time to.